All right, y'all. We in the building. Roll the intro.
Another one, it's another one, and another one.
What's poppin', y'all? We are back with another video. If this is your first time here, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Click that like button and turn that notification bell on so you don't miss the next time I drop another video. All right, y'all. So, y'all know we've been engulfed in this Kendrick, Lamar, and Drake rap beef battle showdown. This thing. And y'all, I think it's safe to say that it has come to an end. So the last time y'all heard from me was the other day. And remember, Drake had just dropped. If you did watch that video. If you didn't, go make sure you go back and check it out. And I told y'all I was going to get back to y'all. It was a good rap and everything. Drake kind of sounded like he quit at the end. But it was really good. It was really, really good. But honestly, did he still win? No. Did it redeem him a little bit? A little bit, because he rapped his ass off on there. I don't know. It's hard to tell, y'all. It's a close call. Some people are leaning Kendrick. Some people are leaning Drake. It's a really close call. So I really can't call it. But I can tell you that it has come to an end, though. Or at least I think it has, because y'all, they have shot up Drake's house. Like a drive-by shooting. Like, drive-by. So it's gotten to, and not saying that, Kendrick had anything to do with that. I want to make sure that is very clear, because I don't know that to be true. Let me just show y'all. Let me read the receipt, and then we'll talk. We'll talk about it. So let me get it pulled up. Y'all know I love a good receipt now. All right. So it says rapper Drake's property in Toronto on Bridle Path, in the Bridle Path neighborhood, was taped off by police early Tuesday after a man was seriously injured in a shooting in the area. The shooting happened around 2:10 a.m. Near the corner of Bayview and Lawrence Avenues. Toronto police said in a brief post, they said the victim was taken to the hospital. The subject fled the scene, and no description of the subject of their vehicle was provided to responding officers. The injured man is not Drake. So we know Drake was not shot. And then a couple hours later, we got this update. So it was actually Drake's security guard that got shot. So it says, but one of his security guards stationed at the front of the 21 Park Lane Circle home was. So it wasn't Drake, but his security got shot. He is 48 years old and was struck by multiple gunshots at 2:09 a.m. in what has been described by witnesses as a drive-by shooting. So they have done, and when I say they, I mean whoever did it, because I can't, say this came from the beef, but I'll tell you my theory. Somebody has done a drive-by shooting on Drake's house. Now, this is where it's went too far. It's gone too far. This man, they say he was shot in the chest. Any gunshot wounds to the chest is life-threatening. I mean, we just got to be honest. And anything up here is life-threatening. Too close to the heart, arteries, veins. So this is pretty serious, y'all. And it's sad because I didn't want it to go this way. I didn't really see it going this way. I didn't really want it to be this. I thought we were just supposed to be keeping it to the music. And obviously, this is what I'm thinking. Y'all know I'm always tell y'all my theory. Do I know this to be true? That what I'm about to say? No. But I'm going to tell y'all what I think. So, I think what happened was, obviously, the beef with Kendrick, Lamar, and Drake, right? And so, I think with this beef, I think Drake, with Drake using, and this is just my theory, y'all can walk with me or y'all can run away from me. I think Drake used, I know that Drake used Dr. Dre, not Dr. Dre, he used Snoop Dogg and Tupac, who are both from, the West Coast, I guess. I guess California is considered the West Coast. I think so. But they're both from, California and everything. And he used their voices in the AI diss record toward Kendrick Lamar, who is from Compton. And then also, too, Drake mentioned a few things in one of the diss records about, who really bang a set. I guess they talking about the whatever that is. I don't even get into that. I think it was too much gangster talk probably coming from Drake's end. That's what I'm thinking. And also, too, people did not take kindly, Tupac people especially, they did not take kindly to Drake using Tupac's voice in the AI diss record. In fact, Tupac's family sent Drake a cease and desist because they just were not feeling that. They're like, and especially, too, I knew that would become an issue with him using their voices. I don't think Snoop Dogg or Snoop Dogg was kind of like, what the hell happened? But I knew that would be something with Tupac because Tupac is like, a legend in California. And then you're using those two prominent figures from California to go against someone else who is from Compton. And I don't know. I think that could be. Do I think Kendrick Lamar, and this is just my theory, do I think Kendrick Lamar sent some goons to go shoot up Drake's house? No. But do I think that the powers that be, do I think people could be riding for Kendrick in a way, and Kendrick may not even know it? That's a possibility. Sure, absolutely. Could it be people who felt disrespected by Drake for using Tupac's voice AI in the diss record? Absolutely. These are all things that are possible. And then they're from this is from Compton. Kendrick Lamar is from Compton. I lost my train of thought. Kendrick Lamar is from Compton. So that's a gang affiliated area in LA from what I've been told. I've been to Compton before, but I rode through Compton in an Uber. Did I get out? Hell no. So, yeah, y'all, it's very unfortunate. So I say all that to say that the beef is over. Kendrick Lamar, we probably will not get a response from Kendrick Lamar. If Kendrick Lamar is smart, he would not respond. Do not respond to Drake's last diss record. And it's kind of a good thing that he didn't respond right away. Like everybody thought he was going to respond right away. He didn't respond right away. I don't think that he should respond at all. Beef is over. They have already, the people online unanimously said that Kendrick Lamar was the winner anyway. Kendrick, it's no reason for you to even respond to Drake's last record because at this point, there's safety involved and everything. And as far as, because they're going to automatically connect this shooting to Kendrick Lamar and whatever that has going on. If him and Drake were not in this rap battle, I guarantee you that Drake's house would have never got shot up. Drake is like a god in his town, in Toronto. Nobody messes with Drake. He's a god there. He is a god there. Like, he's the biggest thing out of Canada, out of Toronto, period. So, do I think anybody that lives in Toronto or do I think anybody who is a part of that, are they looking to hurt Drake? No. But do I think that they were sent there to do that shootout at Drake's place? Absolutely. But I think they probably weren't banking. Maybe they weren't banking on a guard being just out there at 2-something in the morning. I don't know. It said that the suspects had got away. And so it said there was, according to witnesses, described by witnesses, it says there was a witness. There was witnesses to the drive-by shooting, but they weren't able to get a description of the vehicle or the suspect. But it looks like they got away. So maybe they'll find them. I don't know. I wonder how Drake's feeling with all this going on. I know he feels a little guilty. Although he didn't have anything to do with, obviously his security guard getting shot. That's an employee of yours. He's working there. And if we're putting the pieces to the puzzle together, we can say that the reason that this shooting happened is because Drake was in this rap beef. So it's not Drake's fault, but Drake did, he entertained the beef, which led to probably a repercussion of his house getting shot up. And again, I don't know any of this to be true. This is just me being a spectator like all of you on the internet and telling y'all what I think about it. Either way, it's sad. I feel like it went too far. I love Drake. I love Kendrick Lamar. Although I remember I told you guys Kendrick Lamar isn't my preferred artist, but I did enjoy getting some good records from him throughout this rap beat. I enjoyed Drake's records just as well too. I think it just came down to when we think about who won the rap beef. I think it came down to delivery and just doing a great song and just doing a great diss. And then, Kendrick Lamar kind of took it home with the Not Like Us because that's the one they were bopping to. And speaking of Not Like Us, y'all, Not Like Us is expected to debut #1 on Billboard next week. So it's challenging for a #1 entry. It is. It is. It is challenging. Yep, it says Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us is now challenging for a #1 debut on next week's Hot 100. It will mark his first solo #1 debut and his fourth #1 hit overall. So Kendrick Lamar has never had a solo debut, a solo #1. It will mark his first solo #1 debut. Okay, so maybe he has a #1, but maybe it's just not a debut. But either way, he's never debuted. And so this is, I think this is, what did I say? What can I say? Kendrick had all to gain and nothing to lose from this rap battle. Drake, on the other end, he had all to lose and not really much to gain. Because Drake is the king of hip hop, the current king of hip hop. I think we can all agree on that. As far as putting up the stats, he is one of the biggest artists in the world. He's one of the biggest streaming artists in the world. Probably second to Taylor Swift, if that, you know. So he is the biggest rapper in the world. I think it's safe to say that Drake is the biggest rapper in the world right now, reigning, and he's been doing it consistently for the last, X amount of years. So Drake didn't have anything to gain from this, but he had everything to lose from this, which is why I think people love, and Kendrick Lamar, very accomplished rapper, everything, but he just was not seen. Drake was the bigger artist. Let me just say that. And if I'm putting Kendrick Lamar and Drake next to each other, Drake is the bigger artist. He just is, because Drake is more active. Drake is more, I guess you could say, even more relevant in a way, because Drake is always out there. Even when Drake isn't putting out music, we see Drake. Drake is outside. So Drake didn't really have anything to gain from even ensuing in this rap battle. But I mean, who's about to just sit there and let somebody pull your card? Because Kendrick threw the first diss to Drake directly on the Like That record, which came out at the end of March, and we've been in this beef since the end of March. So yeah, y'all, I think it's safe to say that the beef is over, and you know what? I'm okay with that, because after I had heard Drake's last record prior to this whole shooting incident, I was okay with us stopping here, because it was just starting to drag for me again. And I'm like, okay, this is a good stopping point. I feel like Kendrick, you put it on the floor. Drake, you put it on the floor. Let's move on from this. Me, personally, I've never witnessed a rap beef like this in my time of living. So it was good to be able to see it and see these two titans spar back and forth with one another. But am I liking how it ended as far as the shootout and everything? No. It's really sad. I really don't like violence and stuff like that. So that's not my thing. I don't get a kick out of that. I'm not that kind of person. So everything that happened with this is kind of like, I hate that it happened with the shootout and everything. And I hope that Drake's security guard pulls through, and I hope that Drake is able to be safe. Drake is in his own city, so I know he's feeling, you would feel safe in your city. If I'm Drake, I feel safe in Toronto. They love him. Like I told you, he's the king there. And so now that, the drive-by thing happened, I just hope that Drake is able to stay safe. We don't know if his kids were home. We don't know if maybe his mom was over there. We don't know who was in the house with Drake. We don't know. We just don't know. We don't have a whole lot of details, but we do know that someone was injured, and that's terrible. That is terrible. And it was someone from Drake's, one of his employees, his security guard, was injured. So that's terrible. But yeah, y'all. So that's how it ends. This is how that ends. So let me know what y'all think about this video. Let me know what y'all think about the rap beef. Who do you think won? Let me know what you guys think about the shootout, the drive-by shooting that happened at Drake's house. Do you guys think Kendrick Lamar has something to do with it? Do you think he called people there? I don't. Do you think that maybe people are just sliding for Kendrick without him even saying anything? Do you think they're sliding for Tupac? Do you think that Drake putting Tupac on that diss record, the AI version of Tupac on that diss record, was disrespectful? Do you think Tupac's family has something to do with the drive-by? It's a plethora of things that could have occurred. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you like this video. And make sure you turn that notification bell on so you don't miss the next time I drop another video. I'll see y'all in the next one.